This is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections. Today I'm doing a house in Van Nuys - Lake Balboa area. It's built in 1951, I believe. It's a 1-bath, 3-bedroom. And a couple things I want to show you. First off, how to shut things off. First thing we'll look at is water. So you have a water line, new copper line that comes up from the street. It's a 1-inch. And this valve here you bring up, and that will shut off your water to the house. And there is a pressure regulator here because our street pressure here is typically over 80 pounds, and our faucets and toilets inside the house are only rated to 80 pounds. So those are things that we like to see, and I'm going to test the pressure here in a little bit. And you also have a loose grounding lug here as well. On the left side of the house is your gas meter. We'll look at that next. So on the left exterior of the house you have a gas meter, and we are in the city of LA, so it's required to have a anti-seismic valve here, and the way they work on a 5.4 earthquake, they will automatically shut off. To manually shut the gas off, you'll need a wrench here. It's just a tab. You turn it 90 degrees either way, and that will turn off your gas. So it looks like the gas company just put a new meter on, and you have stucco siding and vinyl windows here, and I haven't been under the house yet. Now we're going to look at the power, how to shut off the power. At the very rear of the house, we have your meter box, and you have a 100-amp breaker here. And the way this works is you push it over, and it'll shut off all the power to the other breakers. The breakers are labeled, and there's only 4 breakers for lighting and outlets, and you have one 30-amp breaker for your air conditioner. Typically today we use a lot more breakers. From the house to the garage, they have overhead wires. You can see the wires are all twisted over, and they're under 10 feet off the ground. Today we don't run things overhead, but rather we go underground. And the bulb may be out, and there's no outlet, so I can't tell if there's power in the garage or not. The garage, just real quick on this, it is bolted to a foundation. You can see the bolting there. It's missing a convenient outlet. There's no opener on the door, and it's missing we like to see 2 handles, one here and one up here. You have one in the bottom, but you're missing one in the second section. And that's to make it easy to open and not get your fingers caught in this gap here when it turns a corner. It can be very painful. And then you do have the signature crack in the concrete floor, and there's some indication maybe with raining, heavy winds and rain, you're getting dirt or rain into the garage here. The driveway is a little higher than the garage floor, and typically we like to see the driveway ½ inch lower. And that acts as a dam, keeping water from going up in the garage. Now we're going to go look at the AC unit. So there's a Rheem AC, and it's installed too close to the wall. We like 6 inches away from the wall here. So it's too close. It's Rheem, as I mentioned. And it is elevated, which we like to see, and it's anchored down. And this is a 2001 unit, and it's the model number. I'm looking for the tonnage, so I can't figure that out. I'll have to go to their website to get the nomenclature of that. And this is a service disconnect here, so you pull that out, and the service guy will pull that out so stop the electricity from going to the AC. I was trying to age the roof, and we go by wear, and on your west exposure, which would get a lot of the afternoon sun, there's some wear here, but the ridge cap is not damaged, so I think the roof looks like it's probably about 7-8 years old, and if you get your permits, you'll be able to get a better understanding. This type of roofing lasts 20 years, and it's one layer, so you can get another layer on it. And this is this frame chimney that your chimney inspector's been talking about. And then on the very front of the house, you have a tree limbs overhanging the roof, so that needs to be trimmed back annually, so you don't have any leaves and tree branches scraping the roof. It just wears the roof that much faster. So that's what you have for the roof. I'm going to bring the camera around. There's a vent for your new furnace, and the way they installed the flashing is they did it over the shingles, and they should have run the flashing under those shingles, so that could be a possible leak in the future. And this is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections, and I can be reached at 818-271-0417.